Aloha, y'all. Welcome to Tutu's Haw-lay. Today I want to make some ATC cards. I have signed up to be a part of the ATC swap for makers of mixed media art and artists. It is the Facebook group that is ran by pmartiststudio, which, if you haven't heard of pmartiststudio, it's mother-daughter group. P is for Patricia, M is for Mariah, and they do lives 4 times a week. Here is the times. They're a great bunch of people, and the Facebook group, Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists, is a great group. I really enjoy. Oh my goodness, if you guys see the cat, the kitten is all up in stuff. Okay. The Facebook group is great. Everyone's so supportive. They show what they've made. And anyway, it's a lot of fun. So I highly recommend you check it out. So today, let's get started. I have Kiritaki watercolors that I'm going to be using. And I'm trying to do so the one thing about ATC cards, I don't think there's a lot of rules. But from what I'm finding out, and this will be my first time making ATC, is the size. The size is the only thing that is really a rule or something to go by, and they should be 2.5 by 3.5. So what I did is I put my masking tape here. This one measures 2.5, and this one measures 3.5. And then after I get done with the watercolors and go, oh, she's back and everything's sticking to her paws, I will cut them. So this would be 2.5 this way, and then these will be 3.5 this way. Okay, so I'm just gonna try this brush that I got from Grabby for the first time. It's a 4 round, and again, I'm gonna do this like, I don't know if you can see the paint or not, totem style. So I think the first thing I'll do is just put some color on here in random. Oh, Layla, you're making a mess, kitty. Okay, first kitten ever, first cat ever. It's all a new experience for me, but I do know one thing: they like to get into stuff. Layla. Okay, let's try this again. Since she's already added to my artwork here, I'm going to go ahead, even though I'm not using this last little part for ATC card, I'm going to go ahead and decorate it at the same time, and then I can always use it for collage or something to that effect. So there's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm just having fun with my materials. And I think I will I think I'll lean or stay more towards the blue family, but we'll see. Let's see what strikes us. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Maybe I'll get a little bit of ballooning going on. Might be a little bit too much water there. It's got kind of a puddle. Now I'm not using fancy watercolor paper, or it is Stradmore. watercolor paper. It is, sorry, I'm trying to look at the 90 pound. And it's cold press, just in case anybody was wondering. And then these are the Kuretake watercolors that I got for Christmas. I think I may have too much water on my brush. It's really... Let's see if I can. Okay. And again, I'm kind of have a totem pole kind of thought in my mind. Ooh, just mix that. I did not mean to do that. And we'll see. I also thought about doing some ATCs utilizing the jelly plate. So I may try that tomorrow and see what kind of outcome we get with the jelly plate, which has seriously become one of my favorite art or favorite creative things to do in my look. I'm having a hard time talking and painting, can you tell? So do we need I think I want to add another color in here. Let's see if let's see this. And I mean, I really didn't have a certain vision in mind. Wonder if we could maybe put a little bit of water down and try a wet on wet. Yeah, look how it's ballooning out. Love that. That's gonna be pretty cool. Try that with a different color. I think I'd try this green on wet. It's not ballooning out as much. And I thought it might be nice to do this on watercolor paper so that when you cut out your ATC, it is more like a card material, so thicker. Like if you were just painting on regular sketch paper, it might not hold up as well. And I know it might not take as much of this water. So let's see here. What maybe I should come at it this way. And if there's shadows, I apologize. It is evening time here. And I worked all day, so this is the time I have to play. Now, I don't know if this is this black? Let's see what. And am I getting too many colors now? Maybe. So my plan was, once I get this filled in with watercolor and it dries, would be to go back and do maybe some stamping or some collaging, or just to make it my own. And that I already have a ATC swap partner. They fixed everybody up with a, oh, I wanted to do that again, so let me try this. Let's see if we can do another wet on wet with this color, because I really like, can you see this gorgeous stuff going on up here? So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos lately, and I think, I mean, I love seeing what everybody does, but then I think it's, sometimes it's a little bit of overload, because you watch so many that well, I can't talk and walk, or in this case, talk and paint. Oh, videos, that's what I was talking about. That they kind of start all running together. But the reason why I brought that up is I had seen Denise Love. I think that's the name of her channel too. She is the one that I saw doing this totem style watercolor. Highly recommend her videos too. She is very good at what she does. Now I feel like I should have made these, tried to make them a little more decorative. And maybe I do need to be wider, and so I don't get too many different colors on here. And again, I've never done this, so I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out. All we can do is try though, right? I'll put a little bit of drops on there, because after all, what's it gonna hurt, right? Well, I'm sure on the mainland you guys are getting all kinds of crazy weather, but of all the times I've ever been to Hawaii and then living here for what, we're going on 2 years now, I've never seen the weather as crazy as it has been this week. So when we have extra crazy weather like this, I know that the mainland is probably getting more than their share of crazy weather. So it would probably be safe to say that several states are probably having a lot of snow. I've never been go with snow. Okay, we need, what do we need? Am I going to end up with just a big mess? How come when you see someone else do something, you always go, oh my gosh, I love it. But then when I do it myself, it's like, what was I thinking? Let's see if we put these up against each other, if they'll kind of run together. I wish I could recreate this that was going on up here. How did I, oh, wet on wet. Let's see if we can get this wet. So this brush, I guess it's okay. The funny thing is, I used to be the type of person that just thought a paintbrush was a paintbrush. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I just need to go outside the box and go with a whole different color and spice it up some. Do you notice I tried it on this part first, where I'm not going to be using for the ATC? So my first thought is maybe I used, well, my first thought is I should have taped this paper down, because it looks like it's already starting to buckle up. Here I go again, getting really quiet. Okay. We're gonna go for it. Now, this is not the finished product. Remember that. They're going to be cut up, so I guess I should have been trying to get a little bit of the color in each. So this one is 3.5 this way, so it's going to be 2.5 this way. And maybe I shouldn't be trying to overthink it and just go with it. Okay, one more place with this yellow-green color. And then I think I will maybe so we need some more of this purpley color. Okay, if I was being really honest, I would say it looks pretty crazy right now. But what is that saying? Sometimes things look worse before they get better. Is anything else dry here? Need another color over there. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry or help it dry, and then we will do some mark making on it and see how this all comes out. Okay, it's taking this a while to dry. It's still not dry all the way. So I pulled out some more things. Well, for one thing, I have these stencils here from pmartiststudio. They make some great stencils. They clean up well. They're easy to use. I haven't used these yet, but I was thinking about, once this is dry, using some stencil butter with one of these stencils, and then also maybe doing some mark making with these Kuretake. On one side it's like a dot where you can just put dots on it, but then the other side has a mark making thing. Now my thought as this dries is, wow, it looks really busy at this point. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to add to it. So this might not be the final ATC card that I send. But again, this is the first attempt. And so if I'm going to send this to somebody, I want it to look nice. All right, so we're going to, for now, move the paint out of the way. And then I pulled a jelly print that I had done the other day. So maybe what we do for now is do some marks, or maybe some stamps on this. And then, oh, I can't even get it open. What is wrong with it? Okay, maybe we're going to do it with VersaFine then. I mean, the black. Oh, here we go. Looking all over for it. It's right in front of my... Okay, let's try this one first. Thought I would try to make one that maybe looked remind you a little bit of one, maybe. And right now I don't know where it's going to be cut, so I'm not trying to have any rhyme or reason there. And maybe just for good measure, we should try it on black. Oops. Whoa. Gosh, why is it sticking to that? Okay, let's try a little bit of stencil butter on this one. Blue is not the color I think we need. I think we need, what is this one? Seashell? Let's try a little bit of this. Look how pretty this is. Okay.
What's with the rain, Jane?
And I've used the stencil butter a couple of times now, and what I'm learning is don't work it too much. If you work it too much, you just want a thin layer. If you try to work it too much, what you end up doing is making a spreadable mess looking thing. I mean, you can do what you want to on your project, but just take that as a been there, done that. Ooh, I like that a lot. And then it's always better to lift up. Ooh, that comes out kind of cool. Look at that. Can you see it? Or is it too much of a glare? If you look close enough, it's just raised up just a little. I think I'll try this bigger side over here. Doing what I said not to do. This stuff's a lot of fun to play with, though. If you're wanting to try something new, I would highly recommend it. I can try to remember to link it below. I did get it from Amazon, but I bought it through pmartist link, I think. I'm pretty sure I did. Okay. We are gonna... Oh, and I also highly recommend cleaning it off of your palette knife as quick as possible because it dries pretty hard. Okay, that was very subtle. I'm wondering if we want to go with, try something that would stand out. Ooh, stand out a little bit more. And if I use this as the ATC card, I would have to glue it onto some cardstock or something to make it a little thicker. But what I was going to say is if I end up using this, then I might end up meeting a couple of the collab prompts that pmartiststudio is doing. They had a few, so if you're looking for some inspiration or want to try something different, they try a lot of products out. Well, I say a lot. They do a lot of jelly printing, which is inspiration for me, but oh, another one, channel that I would highly recommend is, he does a lot of fun stuff, and he does a lot of really cool jelly prints, is Eddie. Eddie Makes Art, I believe it is. So if you have time, you should go check him out too. Okay, I'm gonna pause this for a minute because I need to go wash my stencils off, because I do not want this stuff to dry on here and get hard. So I'll be right back. Okay, I just wanted to show you real quick, if you clean it up right away, how well they clean up. So just in case someone thought I was just... Now, on pmartiststudio, when I watch P do it, she, well, maybe she has Mariah do it, but on her jelly plate, when she uses these stencil, I see her use them over and over and over without cleaning them. Okay, this might turn out to be pretty cool too. So now I need to let this dry. Let's see if we can go back to this. I still see a few wet spots. But maybe we could go in and start doing some marking.
Oh, he got their wife? No way. They smoking that guy's wife, Tammy. The Korean, they finally got her wife, his wife there. Check it out. They finally got her. They smoking her on board. Man, he's gonna be a happy camper.
Okay, I wish I could ask my friends right now if this is just becoming a little bit too busy and a little bit too much. Because that is kind of the way I'm feeling that. That maybe it's a little bit too much.
I just got it. You just got to offer up. They got it too. Huh? Is that what you just got?
No, my phone's over here.
That's what I'm about to. Huh.
Roy, can you turn that down, please? Let's see.
Is that it? The last episode?
Okay, guys, sorry I'm not talking much. It's hard for me sometimes to keep a conversation going and focus on this too. I'm really feeling like this might be way too busy. Maybe let's pull this off and see if it's any better. And then once they're cut, I think it'll be even. Yeah, I like it a lot better without the green tape. I think the green tape was really throwing me off. Let's see if we can oh, this is not the dot one, is it? Nope.
Huh. What is the last episode? That might have been the last episode, I think. That wouldn't be a good way to stop it.
And if you hear my husband, I think he forgets that I just told him I'm recording because he is trying to carry on a conversation.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, it does sound like, feel like that the wind has calmed down. It was, the gusts today were crazy. I have a couple of huge ferns out on the lanai. And for those who don't know, lanai is the same thing as a porch on the mainland. And in most Hawaiian homes, it's an extension of your home because you typically spend more time outside than inside. Most people, anyhow. It's too hot to be inside. Not the last couple of days, though. Last couple of days. Like, I actually made soup today, which on the mainland this time of the year would be making soup and stew and chili and all kinds of cold weather dishes, but most of the time here it's too hot to eat soup. It just makes you hotter. Okay, I am going to, this is still a little wet, so I hate to try to cut it now. And I kind of want to cut it before I start stamping on it. But over here on this side, because I know I'm not using this as an ATC. I don't know if I like that or not. Let's try this other one. Oh gosh, I always have the hardest time with this one. Still looks black. I don't know if it's good or not. Okay, let's see if we can cut it. Well, I don't know why I'm lining up with that one. Yeah, if I do this again, if I do the totem style, I think wider and less colors. Maybe narrow it down to just 3 colors. Okay, so this one is 2.5. Ooh. Yep. So it would need to be three and a half this way. And then 3.5. Now I was looking for ATC cards on YouTube today, and I do have to say that most of the videos that I could find, they all have the, not all, but most of them had the whole junk journal vintage look to them. And I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying when I think about an artist trading card, I kept thinking, what are some of my favorite media types? And the first thing that always comes to mind for me is watercolor. Second would probably be acrylic. I'm fairly new to junk journaling. Used to do scrapbooking, but okay, why does that seem so small? Did I do that wrong? Oh, I did. That one's okay. They seem so small. Okay, these, no, they're all 2.5 by 3.5. 2.5 by 3.5. That just, from what I saw people making today, this doesn't look right. So it's 3.5 this way, right? So it'd be 2.5 this way. Yeah, these are coming out a lot smaller than. I can't do this on the top side. It's still wet. I don't want to turn it over and cut it. Yeah, these seem really small. But I really don't have anything to compare it to, because I think the ones that PM Artist sent. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can find it right quick. But I don't know if these are... Oh, that's what we should have used. Okay, so how big are these? Oh, 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. Okay. Aren't these cool? That's another thing when you get stencils from pmartiststudio, they usually send you a couple of little goodies in there. And I got this stencil, so I haven't tried it yet. Maybe that's what we should do. Let me see here. Gather twigs. Let's try this one. No, that's not right. Okay. Need to cut these. Let's put this back where I got it from. This one might work out okay though. Let's see. Which one was I practicing on? Okay, we are going to call this a night for tonight. Let me see if this is dry, because these will have to be, ooh, not even close. I'm going to call it a night. We're going to say that this is our finished product for now. Will I come back and add to it tomorrow? Probably. But I want to let this dry some more. It's still really wet. We will pick this back up tomorrow. Now, I do think this would make a fun collage material. And should we do stencil butter on here? And if we do, let's try it. Why not? Am I still in camera? I hope I'm still in camera. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. want to smear that. I did that last time. Maybe it needs to be a different color. Okay, guys. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that takes time out of their day to watch, especially if you make it all the way to the end. And then I will try to resume this tomorrow. I'm giving my honest opinion. I think I just made this way more busier. But if it's cut into a small card, ooh, now it's really heavy and wet. It may end up being okay. So this is what we have. I'm gonna put all this stuff up and call it a night. It is getting late. I do have to work tomorrow. So appreciate you joining. Thank you. And I hope everyone's having a great week and getting ready for a weekend. And we will talk soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.